My first season at OSF was 1985.
My first season at OSF was 1984.
I came with David in 1984.
2008.
2007.
2005.
2004. Exactly 20 years ago.
My first season was in 1987.
1979.
1997.
1996.
1995.
1994.
1993.
1992.
And I remember Richard Hayes standing up and he said something like, I've been here for 53 years. And my mind was just blown.
I think my first season was 1950.
One thing I love about OSF is performing on the Lizzie on a clear summer night.
The incredible magic of repertory, getting to see people be one person in the afternoon and a different person at night.
The reason I wanted to work here was because I was able to be in 2, 4, 8 different characters in a season.
Being in a repertory company that runs for this long allows you to really focus on the work and not so much on getting work.
Doing that thing that you can kind of only do at OSF that I know of, which is, see 8 different productions in 4 days.
It's theatrical Navy SEALs. It's the theatrical equivalent of running 6 miles with a shovel full of sand in your pants.
I love the dungeon. Yes, the dungeon. It's the dressing room downstairs in the Bomer. A very special, very secretive place.
Love sitting in rehearsal. I just do. I just love watching actors act.
One of the things I love about OSF is the audience. The audience.
The audiences.
Some of the best audiences, I'd say, in the world.
There's nothing in the world like an OSF audience.
People in Ashland treat theater the way that people in the South treat college football.
The industry of this town is Shakespeare.
They bring a real interest and engagement.
Come to have their spirits touched and their hearts touched.
OSF created a home not just for the people who work there, but for the audiences who came from all over.
Audiences who have years and years of memories of this sort of tapestry of art. It gives me chills to think about it.
These people will have a conversation, and then at the end of the conversation, say to their friend next to them, "I'll see you next season."
I literally owe my life, the life that I have now, to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival.
Because of OSF.
Because of OSF.
Because of OSF.
I learned to trust myself as an artist.
I learned a lot about professionalism.
What true professionalism is in the theater.
I learned discipline.
Discipline, passion, joy.
Confidence that I could be a working artist with language in the American scene.
Because of OSF, I recovered my joy in the theater, which I thought I'd lost.
It's really where I decided to pursue theater and pursue a life as an artist.
It built who I am as an artist.
It formed my aesthetic.
Learning how to be a better artist and a better person.
Because of OSF, I have a career.
A career in the theater.
Here's the deal. I just wouldn't have had a career without OSF. It's that simple.
Because of OSF, I made lifelong friends.
Lifelong friends.
Some of the most important friendships of my life.
It forges bonds that I don't think you can find anywhere else.
I have been instilled with a sense of company.
The company.
I know what a true company feels like.
The people, the artists, the artisans, it's incredible getting to work with this extraordinary group of people.
Glory in the love that I felt for all of these people and for what we were making and doing.
That camaraderie, that history is unlike any other theater that I've ever worked with.
We get to really get to know each other.
After a show, going to Martino's.
You build a kind of unspoken trust. It's rare in the American theater.
We all raise our kids together. We take care of each other. When we're sick, we mourn each other. When we die, we cheer each other on.
The instant bond and community that's formed.
Community that extends now all around the country.
Extends beyond Ashland.
The OSF family is everywhere.
Because of OSF, I have a much larger community of artists and friends that I cherish all over the United States.
True community, true family, true love, trust.
We talk a lot about family in the theater, but OSF really is that.
Because of OSF, I have a family.
I have a family.
This is
we have
because
this
of OSF.
Jonah exists really because we met each other at the company bar at Martino's.
Because of OSF, I met this gentleman here. I have had a 30-year relationship with that guy.
Because of OSF, we're married.
Bill proposed to me on the Bomer stage.
I met my wife.
I met my wife there.
Meeting my wife there.
I met my husband there. We got engaged there. We got married there. And we named our daughter Imogen because we are nerds.
I came through that mountain pass and down into the valley, thought I had reached heaven, and I had.
Angus Bomer's mission, which was to create a company of actors to share Shakespeare stories with this community. That has been going on for 90 years is profound.
And maybe because there's still lithium in the water here, but for 90 years people have gathered together to tell stories and share them.
When I think of an OSF homecoming, I just think of the phrase, meet me on the bricks.
The first time I worked at OSF, I felt like I was home.
I continue to this day to call OSF my artistic home.
My artistic home.
This was my home.
When I think of OSF homecoming, I think of how wonderful it is that Tim has come home.
I'm so happy that he's here, and I feel so hopeful about the future of this institution that I so dearly love.
I have total faith and trust in Tim Bond in continuing the festival into the future.
I'm confident that OSF will continue to welcome many, many more company members, many audiences, many students into the OSF experience.
The Oregon Shakespeare Festival is a national treasure. Our hearts and our minds are focused in keeping it alive.
Life can bring you so full circle. Happy 90th.